Hello my fellow working class heroes, good day. I am Carlo and welcome to Carlo Excels. These are the objectives of this episode. We're gonna talk about the definition and later applications of the count, count A, and count blank functions. First, let's start with the count function. The count function counts the number of cells that contain numbers and counts numbers within the list of arguments. Use the count function to get the number of entries in a number field that is in a range or array of numbers. For the count function, the function name is count and the function arguments are values. Here we are at a sample Excel grading sheet. So we have here our 10 sample students and we have here their 5 quizzes with various results. Let's use this to try out our count function. So once again, to enter the count function, we start with the equal sign like so. And then we put in the function name, which is count, open parenthesis, and then you will notice that it's looking for values. Just like the sum function or the average function, you can enter the values as separate cell references, or you can do this as a whole reference range. So let's start with the reference range. So you can do this like so, and then close parenthesis, press enter. Now, when we did the count function on this range of cells here, you will notice that it has returned a value of 0. Now, why is that? Remember, just like what the definition said, the count function counts the number of values or counts the number of numbers within the range. So in this case, because this range is full of empty cells, you have a count result of 0. So let's try it for the second row. So once again, we enter the count function like so, count and then open parenthesis, and then let's select this range here and then close parenthesis. Now you will notice that you have a result of 1. Why is that? Because when Microsoft Excel uses the count function to scan this range of cells over here, it only has one number, which is 5. So it counts 1. Microsoft Excel, of course, does not recognize A, which is text, as a number. So it only counts this, which is 1, and that is why the result is 1. Please now look at the remaining rows here. So in this case, you have 2 5s. In this case, you have 3, you have 5, you have 0. You have 2, you have 1, you have none, and then you have 1 over here. Let's copy-paste this count function here so that we don't have to enter it again and again. And anyway, the reference is going to adjust. So let's copy paste here and let's look at the results of the count function for each of these rows. So we're expecting 2, correct. We're expecting 3, correct. We're expecting 5, correct. We're expecting 0, correct. We're expecting 2, correct. We expect 1, we expect 0, we expect 1. So once again, the count function simply counts the number of numbers within a range of cells. Well, I know some people are asking, especially my viewers who are teachers, why would I want to count the number of numbers within a range of cells? Well, the count function is very, very important in many statistical calculations. For example, finding the number of elements or finding n. The count function is also useful for certain surveys when you want to count the number of respondents or you want to count the number of responses, especially when the responses are numbers. Next, we have the count A function. The count A function counts the number of cells that are not empty in a range. So for the count A function, the function name is count A and the function arguments are values and text. So we're back here at our sample Microsoft Excel sheet. Now we used the count function a while ago, so let's try the count A function now. So in the count A function, the function name is count A, and it works similar to how the count function works. All you have to do is select your cells, or you can select a range of cells like what I'm doing right now, and then close parenthesis. Once you do a close parenthesis, of course, it performs the same thing as count. Whereas count counts the number of numbers within a range, count A simply counts the number of cells that are not blank. In this row, of course, you will notice that all of these cells are empty, so there are no cells here that are not empty. So of course, count A returns a value of 0. So let's try the count A function in this second row here. So once again, count A, open parenthesis, and then of course we enter the arguments, which is the references like this. And when we press enter, we expect 2 and you have 2. That is because 2 of these cells have entries in them. They're not empty. And you have 3 cells that are empty. So that is why the count A function returns a value of 2. So let's continue this for the rest of the cells. In this case, once again, we are expecting a value of 3 here if we use the count A function because you have 3 cells that are not empty and 2 cells that are empty. we're expecting 3, we're expecting 5, 5, 5, 5 over here, and then we're expecting 4, 3, and then 2 over here. So let's copy paste this formula, and then let's paste it to these rows. And once again, the references will adjust anyway once we use copy paste the count A function. So we're expecting 3, correct. We're expecting 5, correct. We're expecting 5, correct. We're expecting 5, correct. We're expecting 5, 4, and 3. And for the last row here, we have two cells that are not empty, 5 and A. So let's copy paste this and then paste it. Let's copy this and then paste it here. And then you will notice count A returns a value of 4. Why? That is because, my dear viewers, in truth, there are two cells here that may look empty but are not actually empty. This cell over here and this cell over here. You will notice that if you look at the formula bar on top, let me increase the size of the formula bar like so. You'll notice that the formula bar on top, you will see there the equal sign and 2 quotation marks. In Microsoft Excel, we call this a text blank. This is one way of displaying a blank cell whenever it is used in a formula. So when you do a text blank like this isn't an actual empty cell. It only looks blank, but it is not actually empty. So when you click on a cell, like what I'm doing right now, I'm clicking on the cell, look at the formula bar. If there is something in the formula bar that is not actually empty. So in this case, you will see, of course, what I mentioned a while ago, a text blank, the double quotation mark. So this is not an empty cell. Same with this cell here. Cell E11 is also not empty. It also has a double quotation mark. So I'm gonna mark that with a different color. So these orange marked cells here are not actually empty. That is why when you perform a count A, in this row, you count this 1, 2, and then these 2, 3, 4. That is why count A returns a value of 4. So once again, if you've already noticed, the count function only counts the number of numbers within a range of cells. The count A, on the other hand, counts the number of non-blank cells. So in other words, you're counting both numbers and characters. This is quite useful once again for certain types of surveys when you're counting the number of elements, especially when those elements are not numerical in nature. Next, we have the count blank function. The count blank function counts empty cells in a specified range of cells. For the count blank function, the function name is count blank, and the function arguments are values and text, and in this case, the lack thereof. So we're back here at our Microsoft Excel sheet, and let's try the count blank function out. So to use the count blank function, again, press equal sign, and then we call out the count blank function using the function name count blank, like this. Now, the count blank function works exactly the same as the count and the count A. So, it's now looking for cell references. So, in this case, you can specify a range like this and then press enter. Now, the count blank function, in stark contrast, or in other words, in direct opposite of the count A function, the count blank function counts the number of cells that are empty. Once again, the count A function counts the number of cells that are not empty, and the count blank function counts the number of cells that are empty. Now let's try the count blank function in this second row of cells. So let's do the count blank function here, count blank, and then let's select this range. In this range, you see here 3 empty cells. So we expect here a value of 3, and when we press enter, yes, it is. So let's continue the count blank function for the rest of the rows. So you have here this row over here, we're expecting a count blank function value of 2 because 2 of the cells are empty. We're expecting 0 in this row. We're expecting 0 here, 0, 0, 1, and 2. And when we copy paste the count blank function downwards, so that we perform the count blank function in these cells. So let's Control C, Control V here, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, and 2. For this particular row, once again, remember that these cells that are marked orange here are text blanks. In other words, they have here the double quotation mark. So let's see what the count blank function does with these cells. So let's Control C here, copy, and then paste. Now you will notice that the count blank function does in fact include in the counting of blanks, text blanks. So in other words, the count blank function treats these as empty or blank cells. That is why the value here returned by the count-blank function is 3. So once again, some of you may ask, why would you want to do a count-blank function? Once again, the count-blank function is very important or very useful in certain surveys or in certain statistical calculations. Next situation. What if you want to count not the number of numbers, but rather the number of cells with text? What do you do then? So is there a special function that counts only the text? Not necessarily, but there is a workaround for it. So let's pay attention to this row over here. In this row, you have 3 instances or 3 cells with the number 5 in it, and then you have 2 cells with the letter A in it. Say for example, you want to count only the letters, not the numbers. So what do you do then? So what you do is, you do this. First of all, you do count A for this range here. So you already know that count A is going to count all of these characters because they are not blank. So after you ask Excel to count all of the cells that are not blank, then you subtract minus count the same range like so. So what you're asking Microsoft Excel to do in this case is count the number of cells that are not blank and then remove the number of cells that are numbers. Naturally, by logic, what's going to remain is the number of cells with text. And when you press enter, you will get, we're expecting a value of 2 here, and yes, it is. So let's copy paste this formula here, and then let's try pasting it to all the other rows to check if this formula works for those rows too. We're expecting a value of 0 here because this is an empty empty range. There are no text here, so 0. We're expecting 1 here because there's 1 instance of A. 1, 1, 2. Then you have no text here, so 0. 5, 3, because there are 3 instances of text here, 3, 3, and 3. So that's it for the count A, and count blank functions. Once again, I am Carlo, and this is Carlo Excels. Thank you very much for watching.